You ever felt so sad or upset that you could eat an entire tub of ice cream? Thankfully, I haven't, and hopefully you haven't either, as that can be a sign of poor mental health. An average of 21% of adults are currently experiencing at least one mental illness or more. That percentage comes out to be about 50 million people who have some sort of illness or issue. Now, 11.5% of young adults are also experiencing one mental health issue or more, showing that no matter your race, gender, or age, you have the potential to experience a mental health issue within your lifetime. It's important for you to understand it better and how to potentially avoid it yourself. Now, I've seen what poor mental health can do and how the lack of its understanding affects people. It can build up the trouble and lead to some drastic changes in how a person acts. I want to talk to you today about how mental health is something that is often overlooked in society and taken care of less than it should be. The first problem comes from our understanding of mental health and what it is. Mental health is something that we have a basic understanding of because of how complex the brain is in its functioning and its subtle differences with each person. The general definition is that mental health includes our emotional, psychological, and social well being, influencing how we think, feel, act, make choices, and more. It's an overall impact on our cognitive process and ability to function as a whole. These effects can be minor or major. It really depends on the person and what mental health problem they're dealing with. Using this understanding is how many mental health issues or problems are categorized and classified by the American Psychiatric Association. This categorization and classification helps us to understand the cause of them as well. Mental health is often split into different categories based off its cause and effect on a person. Mental illnesses often have different conditions and varying degrees of severity, ranging from mild to moderate to severe. There isn't just a single cause for poor mental health, and several factors can contribute to your risk. Now, I've been using mental health, mental illness, mental disease, and disorder to describe the general conditions. These terms are used interchangeably, with disorder, disease, and illness being used most. We do know that mental illnesses can develop emotionally through strong emotions like stress, depression, or even anger. These emotional changes can also stem from traumatic experiences and harmful experiences. These can be from recent events or even potential childhood trauma. These can also develop through biological factors like your genes, and also through physical accidents like a concussion or a car crash. Sadly, it's very common through substance abuse like drugs and alcohol for a person to develop a mental health problem, with 37% of alcohol abusers and 53% of drug abusers also having at least one serious mental health issue. Some mental disorders aren't fully curable, like chronic disorders, but there are treatment options for the ones that aren't chronic. Treatment is the most important step to recovering your mental health, no matter how small or big it is. Treatment of a mental disorder can vary depending on its severity, as mentioned before, but therapy, medicine, and counseling are the most used methods. These are meant to help a person develop better self-care and healthy coping skills, with medicine being used to calm a person down or make them less violent overall. The main thing is to prevent the disorder from forming in the first place and spiraling out of control. Seem Seeking treatment can be difficult and expensive depending on the severity of your condition, which is also why many resort to substance abuse to handle their mental disorder, as they find it's a cheaper option and gives them satisfaction in being who they are, or potentially thinking that they are who they used to be. Treating mental disorders has its complexities and can be expensive at times, but is an important step on the road to recovery. Mental health is often overlooked for its misconceptions, how its treatment process works, and its overall understanding. Many being shunned for having a mental health issue in the first place by their peers, offering them no community, consolidation, or help to seek in the first place. Talk to your family and friends. Be understanding and empathetic. You never know what's going, but someone's going through. You could be the person that helps them to recover. Any questions? Thank you for your time.